Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 24th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far, but it's a great Sunday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at Fernand right here, which is located just east of Bermuda, and we'll continue to push away you guys and also the East Coast. Here's the system here, 99L. Looks like it's maybe falling apart. Now the models, where last night the models took it into the Gulf, now it kind of just brings it over here and dissipates it over into the Central Caribbean Sea. So right now it has about a 30% chance of development over the next 2 and 7 days. We'll show you that at the end of the video. We need to watch this little wave here coming into the northwestern Caribbean Sea. It looks like it's trying to get something going there maybe. We got another system here in the eastern Pacific. Look like a tropical system here developing. Now we'll continue to push to the west. You can see we got a cold front stretching from up here offshore, bringing some precipitation off the northeast coast, the mid-Atlantic, southeast, and back into the Gulf of Mexico. We got another cold front stretching from Maine all the way down into portions of northern Georgia and also down toward the Florida Panhandle. We got another weather system out here in the western U.S. over towards Washington State, over toward Colorado and New Mexico, and a little bit in the Nebraska and Kansas and Oklahoma regions as well. I got some scattered activity with Mexico and also South America, and pretty much the tropics looks to be coming to a quiet period. Should be coming after Fernand continues to pull away. This one here, we was talking about becoming Gabrielle. It still could have a shot, but we'll take a look at the models here and see what the computer models are showing. Right now there was a few little tropical waves moving off the coast, but it looked like after these little systems here, the tropics will shut down for a little while. So we'll get ready to see what happens. Alright, first let's take a look at Fernand. This is the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center, located at 5 p.m. this afternoon. It was located near latitude 31.8 north, longitude 59.8 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles an hour with higher gusts. Moving to the north-northeast at 13 miles an hour. Classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. And you can see it remains a tropical storm through Tuesday, then a post-tropical storm by Wednesday. So we can say goodbye to Fernand after midweek. So alright, let's take a look at the Spaghetti-O models. You can see they're pretty well in agreement. Continues to pull away from the area. Here's the current position of the storm. There it goes to the north-northeast and eventually east, and then head on over there towards the UK and Europe area after that. Alright, intensity guidance, you can see it has about 40 knot winds, it gets 45 miles an hour. You can see the tropical storm, and then it kind of just dissipates about a 48 to 108 to 120 hours out. You can see we can say goodbye to Fernand. Alright, let's take a look at the Invest 99L. You can see it well compacted here. Goes to the southern Leeward Island to the Central Caribbean Sea, and then it kind of takes a hard kind of left turn and kind of moves across Central America. And then over into the Eastern Pacific. May develop in the Eastern Pacific. I doubt it will develop here in the Caribbean Sea like we thought, but it should develop in the Eastern Pacific if it crosses Central America. Alright, now let's move on to the intensity guidance. It do show a 35 knot wind equal to about 40 miles an hour. The models do take it into tropical storm status, so, and then some of them takes it into tropical depression. So right now we kind of one even takes it into a hurricane there by the ship model, so we'll have to see which one is correct. Right now it has about 40 miles an hour winds, but right now it do not have a center of circulation, so that's why they're not classifying it as a tropical storm right now. They're just classifying it as a tropical wave. Alrighty, so it could become Gabrielle still. I'll keep you up to date, but right now it looks like it may weaken as it moves on into the Central Caribbean Sea, as conditions become less favorable in the Central Caribbean Sea. Alright, well, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some thunderstorms, some heavy rain flash flooding over portions of Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. We got some shower activity up here around the Great Lakes from Michigan to Indiana and a portion of Ohio. And then we got thunderstorms and showers up here across Ottawa, Toronto, Canada. Also toward portion of New Brunswick, Maine, back to Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Also along that cold front toward Rhode Island, D.C., Delaware, all the way down to the Eastern Carolina, Florida Key, Atlantic coastal waters, central and northern Gulf, back down to southern Texas and northeastern and northwestern Mexico. More thunderstorms and showers for western Tennessee, stretching all the way back to Idaho, Oregon, California regions as well. A little bit in eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain to your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday outlook. You can see we got some flash flooding and heavy rain over portion of Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. Thunderstorms and showers from Washington State to California to northern Mexico to Texas to Kansas to Wyoming to Tennessee to Mississippi, Louisiana, central and northern Gulf, central and south Florida, Florida Key, northwest Bahamas, and also the Atlantic coastal waters in the Outer Banks in eastern North Carolina. Also a little bit in South Dakota, stretching over here from Michigan to Ohio all the way up to Maine. Also in the portions of New Brunswick as well, and portion of eastern Canada also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your locating across the nation. Alright, should be coming up here in just a few minutes. Alright, you can see we have a little bit of frost advisory report from Minnesota, severe thunderstorm watches and warnings in areas of Colorado, flood watches also in effect for portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, portion of Colorado, and also in the northern New Mexico, also in the areas of California mountains and western areas of Nevada. Alright, got some flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warning in New York State. Got some coastal flood advisory up here around New Jersey, Delaware, Rhode Island, also the South Carolina coast. Air quality alerts also in portion of southeast Texas, Colorado, portion of Wyoming, Idaho region also. We got some sets of heat warnings for southern areas of Arizona, southern California, central California, portion of Washington, Oregon State. We got some heat advisories and also some red flag warnings and also some sets of heat warnings there as well. Red flag warnings also in effect for that vicinity also. Hydro issues over portions of Oregon State, Idaho, and portion of Nevada. Even got some flash flood warnings and some flood advisories over portions of New Mexico and also in the portion of Arizona as well. Small craft advisory gale warning from Maine to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Southern California up to Oregon State, Southern Hawaii and Chain Island, around the Alaska region, inland area. We have some hydro issues, also some flash flood watches and wind advisories there as well. Alright, Storm Prediction Center outlook. It's going to look like this here. We're going to take a look at your Monday outlook. We have just a small marginal risk down here around Tucson, Arizona, and southern areas of Arizona. General thunderstorm from Washington State down to New Mexico, Arizona, to Texas, to Oklahoma, up towards South Dakota, South Texas, southern Louisiana, much of Florida, also the eastern Carolinas, also a portion of western New York State up to Maine. Alright, tornado probability should be less than 2%. Damaging winds going to look like this. 5%. Large hail, less than 5%. And take a look at day number 3. Should be coming up here in a minute. Alright, we just got general thunderstorm for portions of central and south Florida to the Florida Keys, from New Orleans to Brownsville over towards portion of Portland, Oregon, and just east of Seattle, Washington, and also Salt Lake City. Just general thunderstorm, but cannot rule out a severe thunderstorm in that area as well. Alright, now let's take a look at the tropics. We're going to show you Fernand and also that 30% chance of development in the Caribbean Sea. Alright, here's Fernand, continue to pull away. Here's Bermuda. Here's that 30% chance of development. It's the system, the little storm system fixing to move into portions of the central and southern Leeward Island and Windward Islands. The Air Force reconnaissance aircraft is scheduled to investigate the system overnight if necessary. The disturbance is to reach the Central Caribbean Sea on Tuesday, where conditions are forecast to become less favorable for any additional development. So 30% over the next 2 days and 7 days, which it is low. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care. And also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.